guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a storytelling kind of a vlog. Basically I had to come to Coonoor for some reason which is related to my work, indirectly of course. So I have to get back home now. As I told you, this time is when I actually go in for a ride for venting my so-called stress from work and things like that, right? So that is that. So in the last vlog, you would have actually recognized or understood that I actually had stopped in front of a school where I used to study my 11th and 12th basically. Even though I have good and great memories with it, one among the great memories is about one of my teachers from the same school. I think he is still associated with the same school. Just for the sake of the conversation, we will not use his name. We can call him as Mr. N. Okay. Just like in the movie Men in Black, right? N. So he is an English teacher. He is the English teacher that I personally like. I was fortunate enough to have great English teachers throughout my life, from school, throughout the college, even the first year of the undergraduation that I did. So that is that. Out of everyone, he stood out because of a lot of reasons, basically, right? For example, I'll tell you. Normally, what happens when, especially you're doing a 11th and 12th, because the board exam is due within a year or something. All the other teachers actually try to scare you or trying to groom you, saying if at all you get anything less than 100%, you're dead, right? But this guy was never such a person, right? He is very, very clear in whatever the expectations were. He gives you the worldly experience, okay? So if at all the other teachers want you to live the first 1% of how the life of the best 1% would be, and he will give you the rest 97-98% of the people, how other people who do not score 100% in the bloody exam, how their life is going to be, right? So basis that, he always says, unlike any other teachers that I had then, he always ensures that he says that he keeps each and every student calm. He doesn't push too many things, basically, which most of the people might disagree, but that's very, very important, especially for a student who's already in stress with all the so-called greatest teachers in the world pushing each and everyone to get 100%. But this guy comes in and says, get 60%. He always gives you with the clause, right, saying if you want to take it, but ensure that at least you get 60%, because that is the basic cutoff for any job that you want to go in life, right? So basic 60%, just maintain. Try to get that 60%, but you have to work in such a way that you will, in any which ways, you'll get the 60%. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less, right? So he's such a kind of a person. I mean, like, he's not complicated. He's too grounded, too simple, basically, right? So that is something which always had a great effect on me. And he's a cool chap. So in my school, all the gents or gentlemen who were teaching as teachers were supposed to wear a tie, have to have your shirts inserted properly, and he does that. But the point is, he is like that only till the time the bell rings. Okay, the minute the bell rings, the minute it's 4 p.m., you'll see the person is all chilled out, right? See, at the end of the day, even though he's a teacher, it is also his job, right? So he takes his tie, puts it on his shoulder, and walks. So he's that cool, is what I'm trying to get into. Right? And one among the other reasons, I can even cite an example. So there is always a case where there are so-called studious students, or people who act as if they are very studious, right? They so it is related to the story is related to this story is related to that. So once what happened, there was one chapter that he was trying to take, and he is not a person who takes a complete chapter, the whole freaking in one single period and walks off. No, he keeps it very, very simple. He just tries to get the feel of the author, basically, nothing more, right? So this guy was taking a dry's lesson. Asshole. Sorry for that. So this guy has come in, and he was taking the class, and he said after taking about two paragraphs, he was very clear, saying, no, we don't want to, we will stop it here. And there is, as I told you, the so-called the wannabes, no, that they want to show that they are studious or something, the girls were saying, no sir, don't do this, it is interesting, blah blah blah. He acknowledged, he respected their feelings as well, and then took another 2 more lines before he said, we'll stop it here, it's too dry. And again, girls being whatever they are, those girls, I'm very specific, they tried the same drama again. He just told them only one thing. He just said, behave like students. Got it? Don't act too much, just behave like students. That's all. He's that kind of a person. He's too straight, too sharp for people who are not straight. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that is something which I personally liked. You could just dream while driving, I suppose. Okay, that is that. And if you want, so he always asks, because we are on the 12th standard or something, he always ensures our students, classmates do a handwriting, actually have a separate book for handwriting and just do it, just because whatever you write should be legible for the person who's reading on the board exam. It's as simple as that. Just want to get trainings kind of a thing, right? But not everybody will understand, not everybody will acknowledge what he was trying to do, right? So that is always the case. 1 second. And that is this case where there is always a case where people don't, there are students who doesn't understand, who always questions the decision that is taken by the teacher and things like that. So there were always few people who don't do this actually. So they were actually asked to get out of the class after a lot of excuses, lot of letting go of these people. He finally decided, okay, it's high time. He just wants to ensure who's the boss, right? So he asked a few people to get out of the class. So the minute these people went out, these people felt, I don't know what. They said, can you please let us inside, and we are sorry, we'll do it going forward, blah blah blah, whatnot. You know all these excuses from all the crocodile tears and nonsense. And he said only one thing, right? If I let you inside, you think I'm a Greek teacher. If you stand outside, you think that I'm a French teacher. Either way, it's no use basically you being inside the class or outside, right? So he's such a person, I'm telling you. And how cool of a person, if you want to know, I'll tell you how it is. So we are all science students. So we were all science students, I think. So he was actually taking only classes for science and computer science, not for commerce. Commerce was taken by someone else, if I'm not wrong. So you know this poetry, right? I mean, whatever we learned in LKG, UKG, like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star or something. So he had a new version of it. Maybe you would have got it from somewhere, but it's okay because I heard it from him the first time. So it goes like this, saying, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, how I wonder what you are. Nuclear fusions in the sky will deteriorate as time goes by and by. So it is more like the latest version of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, right? And there's one more thing, like Jack and Jill went up the hill. I don't remember the actual lines, but I do remember whatever he was trying to say. I mean, at least whatever he told us. So it's like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water, but God only knows what they did. They came down with a beautiful daughter. That's one of the reasons I told you that we are all science students. So he was not mocking at anyone. He was just saying. He also told us not to say that I have told him, but again, it's been about 15-20 years now. Seriously, who cares? So he was that cool, basically, right? I still remember one day when we had a PDF parents meeting. My mom literally went to him and told that this guy will only listen to what you say. So please help me, help him, blah blah blah. From then on, I don't know. Maybe he was actually much more. He was trying to be very choosy in whatever he said, because I tend to come back and keep writing whatever he has told me. You understand what I'm saying? It's more like that. I just go ahead and whatever he has told, anything I had a separate book where I used to write whatever he has told. So he's that kind of a person. Of course, this drive and this vlog was pretty much planned. I wanted to do this exclusively for him, so it was not by accident that I'm doing this one. I wanted it, and that's one of the reasons. When I decided, okay, I'll go out for this so-called work-related thing, I thought I'll just do this vlog as well. So that is that. I hope you people would have enjoyed what I was explaining. This kind of a vlog, basically. It's more like a Kutti story from my past, basically. A memory, basically, right? I hope it is not that boring. I chose not to reveal his name just for his privacy, basically, but yeah, that is that. And I would definitely want to meet him once. I did meet him, but he did not see me because I was riding, and I was taking a turn, a right-hand turn. And if you would have known, or if you don't know, I do turns very. I do my turns. When I do my turns, I'm too committed, actually. Right? If you doubt, I'll show you my my foot pack on the right hand side. It's all scraped up. Right? It's all scraped up like crazy. Not because of the fall, it's because of the scrap. It is because of the lean angle that I take. Anyway, so when I was doing that, I missed him, basically. So I couldn't cut down on my speeders, because if I stepped down on the brakes, I would have actually disturbed the angle of the vehicle that the turn that I was going through. So I let go of that. But I will definitely meet him, and possibly, if at all I have a chance to meet his daughter, because when we were doing March 12th, he had a newborn baby girl. I will definitely go and tell only one thing: you can never find a better person as a father, for sure. You can go to any other place, any heights and bits on this earth, but you will never find a better person than him. I'll definitely want to tell her, basically, so that she realizes what she has got. Because appreciation of what you have is very, very important in life, and she should know it. So that is that. So this vlog, as I told you, was actually planned. So I hope you people have enjoyed, or kind of listen to what I was trying to portray. And other than that, I'll see you in the next vlog. And one more thing, I am thankful for those who have actually ended up subscribing my channel. I had to say this on this vlog because I wanted to thank you in person, personally, because I know for the last 1.5 months I have not been posting, but in the meantime, people who have actually gone through my older posts have ultimately ended up subscribing. Thank you for them. Thank you to all. I only have 4 or 5, but again, that's good enough. I'm happy for people ending up subscribing, and people who have not subscribed, please do consider subscribing. I don't want to bore you anymore. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.
Copy that.